Yes. We back again, y'all. We back again. Yeah, this is the call-in show. We will be breaking down some information tonight, some critical information. We will be diving into some trending topics. And yes, allegedly they got Tom Homan on hidden camera accepting 50 bandolinis. Yeah, 50 bandolinis, y'all. In a kava bag from an undercover FBI agent in Texas. I don't know if he had to make a truck payment. I don't know if he wanted to pay off his daughter's tuition, but allegedly, the Trump administration is saying it never happened, y'all. Holman's response on Fox News, he said, I didn't do nothing criminal. I did nothing illegal. But he did not deny taking the money. He did not deny taking the money. Man, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them cops, man, the CIA agents and the FBI, man, they see that drug money, man, they just go ahead and take it. I mean, shit, it's supposed to go into the information room, but somehow it don't never get there. So I don't know if this is true or not, but judging by Tom Homan's character, I don't think he took the money, y'all. But he did not taking the money either. Let me be honest with you, I'd have took that 50K. I don't give a fuck. I'd have took that 50K and said, nigga, I ain't taking. And then it's none of your business. Prove it, motherfucker. Trump is the president. Prove it. Shit. It is what it is. Shit. But that's crazy. And it says the DOJ and the FBI later shut down the investigation. Yeah, I told you. Once you in the Trump administration, you damn near on dictator mode. You could take 50 grand and just leave the building. Yeah, you could just take 50. I told you, man. If I was an ICE agent, man, I'd be taking all kind of money and shit. Let me be honest with you. I'd be taking all kind of money and drugs, and then you put that shit right back on the street, and boom, 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 you catch more criminals. You just fish them out like that. That's what they do. They take the drugs and put it right back on the street. They take the money and they buy more drugs. That's how it is. That's why the drug prices are so low. Did Trump say he's about to drop all the drug prices? Yeah, I thought it was just pharmaceuticals. Nah, that shit mean all drugs, family. And the thing is, they gonna have a hard time getting it over here. They gonna drop the price so cheap. Guess what? That's gonna lure them boys in too. See, Trump play mind games. He played 5D chess, and he moved like a mob boss. That's why a lot of individuals don't like him because he moved like a mob boss. And like I said, the hunters have become the hunted. And I believe Charlie Kirk was on that fucking list. I believe Charlie Kirk has been undermining the Trump administration for over a decade. Let me be honest with you. Even Charlie Kirk had his own administration, family. And we was gonna go into a debate league called Debunking Charlie Kirk because let me be honest with you, on the internet they tearing his ass up too. They tearing his ass up. They debunking most of it. Like I said, all of his shit ain't wrong. It's just the shit he said about black people. And maybe some other people feel that way about uh, other concepts of reality, but that they gonna have to explain that shit. I'm just defending the black people because he done said some wrong shit, and the statistics don't add up. Uh, but when you debating somebody, man, you gotta be able to debate somebody with some intellect. You can't just debate stupid people and think you the king of the jungle. I think that's what people is getting misconstrued at, but they using Charlie Kirk like Christ. They using him as a sacrificial lamb for free speech. Now you gonna have all these fake Charlie Kirks coming out trying to debate people. Yeah, there's fake Charlie Kirks out setting up tables. Let's pull this up, fam. Motherfuckers out here setting up tables. And I told you, everybody ain't gonna like that shit. And the thing is, Y'all never thought the alleged shooter could be a Nick Fuentes fan because Nick Fuentes did not like Charlie Kirk. Okay, they had gropers, the gropers group, and then you had the white nationalists. You had the white supremacists. They all in one group, man. They all fucked up in one head. All right, they all fucked up, and some people are part of that crowd, but they don't know because I guess they was never accepted in high school. Yeah, some people were never accepted in high school, so they just joined a fucking political game. They could join the Bloods and Crips, so they just joined the Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, that's how it usually goes, family. That's how it usually goes. And why is my computer acting slow? I'm trying to pull up my videos. I might have to do it. I might just have to find them because my shit moving slow tonight. They know when to put an obstacle in front of my face. Let me see. It was under his page. Let me see if his page will pull up. My page won't do it. And while we waiting on this to load up, damn, did somebody comment on my page? Hold on. See, I don't know why that moved up. Oh man, she sent me a link that won't work. And Jeffrey Coke. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to debunk this dude here in a second. I'm gonna have to debunk this dude because this dude named Jeffrey Coke, he just been running his mouth, man. He just been running his mouth, pulling out fake statistics. I just want to debate Charlie Kirk fans live so we could get this on. I done beat up on so many Freemasons. I done beat up on so many globe heads. It's just out of control right now. Man, why can't I? And we got a whole bunch of other stuff on the menu too. Yeah, because this picture, man, this picture looked like Donald Trump's in disgust. We might have caught this freeze dried, freeze frame and shit, but it just weird stuff going on. I'm about to pull this up too. Just weird stuff. Let me pull up this screen share. Maybe that's why it's not working. Let me pull this up. So they pulled a close up on her. This is at the funeral. So she's supposed to be crying, y'all. No shit, no tears at all, fam. No tears at all. So that's weird too. That's very weird. Come on. Why isn't my shit not working? Let me exit out of that. See if that'll freeze it up. I'm still waiting on my page to load up because I wanted to show y'all what these people were doing. Now my computer is acting real slow for some odd reason. So we'll just wait on that. So Candace Owens and ErikaKirk, man, they've been going at it back and forth too. The reason why I say that because she ain't saying shit. Okay, she ain't saying nothing. Some say this is the "I love you" symbol, but we all know it could be both. Two things can be true at one time, dummy. You know what I'm saying? It can mean both. Guess what? The devil love your ass too. The devil love tricking you. And guess what? There was no people out there that was deaf. That's the thing. Okay. Everybody out there can see it. They can hear perfectly. So people out there say, "Oh, this means I love you." What does this say? This shit mean I love you double, fam. Okay. Because we all know her kind worships the Baphomet. We already went into her a few episodes ago. If this motherfucking, excuse my language, if this page would not reload, let me exit out of that and let me try to fire it back up this way. Because that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, if you ever think about doing podcasts, just make sure just make sure you're ready for the technical difficulties. All right? Yeah, because that ain't working. And I wanted to pull his shit up. I might have to pull it up on X. But yeah, let's go back to this. El Diablo. Hand sign is often confused with the deaf hand signal of the phrase I love you. While at first this appeared odd resemblance, we register, I get it, an emotion. We could discover that the person who invented or created the hand sign system for the deaf was Helen. And the name Helen is from the Hellenistics. Let me pull this up. Helen came from the Hellenistic era. Now let's pull this up, family. The Hellenistics, just the word hello came from. Hello, hell is low. Relating to a Greek history, language, and culture from the death of Alexander the Great to the defeat of Cleopatra. And I think she thinks she Cleopatra, dog. She thinks she Cleopatra. Allegedly, they said Cleopatra was a white woman. Oh, now it wants to work. Let's get into this while we at it right now. And I told you this was gonna happen. See, there's antagonizers on the right, and there's antagonizers on the left. Okay, family. And as we can see, let's pull this up. So you got agitators, you got fake Charlie Kirks trying to debate, and we all know Charlie Kirk shit could be debated. His shit ain't all the way 100 the truth. You know, it ain't always okay. It's not. So the thing is, you got people with the mind of Kirk going around here, setting up fucking microphones and tables, pissing people off in the name of free speech. But guess what? They free speech is full of lies. And I told y'all this was gonna happen. You think I'm about to keep on interviewing the damn killer? Charlie Kirk was interviewing his killer every time he went to these damn colleges. All right. And now he done created all these little bastard motherfuckers at Turning Point, which I believe they are lab grown. And if they ain't all the way lab grown, they done merge with the beast. The beast, the 666. Now you got all these carbon copies of Kirk. And we already broke his name down in etymology. It means church in etymology. In Norse folklore. Okay. And it's just very odd how his name has a lot of symbology behind it. King Charles. His name is tied. He has a religious last name. Also, we got to get into his wife because I heard she was a part of some Israeli fucking human trafficking shit. And I told y'all, don't get your panties in a bunch, but y'all jumped the gun. Y'all jumped the gun too fast. And now y'all starting to look like hypocrites. Them chickens is really coming home to roost. And I don't think a lot of people like that. They already stuck in this cube, or what I call the Cubala, or the cube of Saturn, or Satan. They worshiping Satan, man. I told you Charlie Kirk was a Satanist, and he did not go to heaven. I promise you that. He had too many donors. You think Jesus Christ had donors? Jesus Christ could turn one fish into 1,000. He don't need no donors. And then they try to tie Superman to Charlie Kirk like he stopped the fucking bullet. When we all know your neck bones is no different than catfish bones. They're that fragile. Ain't no fucking, what they say, a damn horse gun gonna stop your fucking neck bones. Come on, bro. Like little shit like that just be pissing me the fuck off. Okay? Like you ain't gonna fucking lie to me. I know all this shit was orchestrated to make this dude a martyr because guess what? Some say he preached blasphemy in the pulpit. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Christ went against the government too. What did Charlie Kirk do? I don't think he really went against the government until the end of his demise. He started talking about Benjamin Netanyahu. He didn't make that damn second payment, and I told you can't be fucking around with Benjamin Netanyahu. You got to make payments. He made the first agreement. He didn't make the second one. He was supposed to come back to the Wailing Wall to give Benjamin Netanyahu that damn check, and he didn't cash his check. So this got to deal with business. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily nothing he said, because unless it's a Nick Fuentes fanatic, because like I said, they was going back at it. And people was like, "Oh man, it's the left." No, motherfucker, it's the right this time. Stupid. People are blaming this on the left just because he's gay and he date trannies and shit. That ain't got nothing to do with it. You could still do all that and still be right. You just weird, okay? And some of you right wing motherfuckers that ain't gay, y'all weird too. Because it seems like y'all sit up on the internet, jack off all day, play with your weenie, put your phone down, pick it right back up. Y'all some sick motherfuckers, man. If you can't balance this shit out, just get the fuck off the internet, because you clogging it up for people like me. All right, you just in the way at this point. And there's a lot of people that's in the comment section that don't know what's going on. See, we saw Charlie Murder's death before it even happened. We already knew he was gonna crash out. We called this out years ago. If you've been following me for a few years, you already know we done called this stuff out. We done exposed the gumps, the liars, the paid actors, what they call central casting. Now you got CandaceOwens on the prowl, putting the pieces together. She doing way more fucking leg work than his fake ass wife. All right, ErikaKirk. Because it seemed like CandaceOwens is the real wife, and she like white boys. Okay? So this is another setup. So you got motherfucking Charlie Kirk head setting up tables, getting their head bashed in by the rainbow crowd. Okay, because guess what? The people that's setting up tables, they allegedly supposed to be coming in peace. So the thing is, you have paid agitators going at Kirk heads that's setting up tables. There's gonna be WWE out that bitch. And guess what? I'm glad both sides is crashing out. I'm glad both sides is crashing out. Cause you don't want to be one of them dumb motherfuckers at sitting at the table getting your shit punched in, because you want to repeat everything that this demonic motherfucker Charlie Kirk was preaching. And I'm still taking names for debates. Okay, I'm still taking names for debates. But yeah, it was easy to debunk Charlie on some of his shit. Let's get it. All right. See, the thing is, if I do debunk somebody, it's gonna be something I disagree with you with. It ain't gonna be something I agree with you with. Now the thing is, this how I know motherfuckers was fake. This how I know motherfuckers is fake. Cause shit, I'm a Trump supporter, but there's some things I don't like that Trump done did, but I would still support him. These Charlie Kirk motherfuckers think this nigga's Jesus Christ or some shit. That's why I said, man, y'all going to hell. And you know what? Matter of fact, Charlie Kirk ain't perfect. What did he say that wasn't perfect? And if you say nothing, you a motherfucking devil out this bitch. You a white supremacist, because I know your ass white. You know what? I ain't gonna go blame it on color, because there's some of y'all nigger coons out there that believe in this shit too. Y'all niggas is tap dancing. Y'all don't know y'all heritage, and y'all probably African Americans. Yeah, because only African Americans don't know what the fuck going on in their own country. Okay? Sad, man. Y'all people sad, man. I'm about to troll y'all, though. I'm about to troll y'all to the grave. So this what they doing, y'all. Look at this shit.
Yeah, they threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest. They just tried to hit the car. They're still hitting the car. Whoa! That was loud.
Fake ass Charlie Kirk. Fake ass Charlie Kirk. You wear them flat ass hats, big old head, ugly, with a fucking microphone on the table. I told you. I wouldn't be surprised if Netanyahu end up knocking up all these clones. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm dead serious, because the thing is, he didn't pay that money, so he definitely ain't about to let no fake ass Charlie Kirk get in power. Hell no. Definitely not about to let no fake Charlie Kirk get in power. As you can see, he want to be just like Charlie Kirk. Big face, big head, flat ass hat. Let's go.
That was loud.
And this is the MAGA shit I do not like. Trust me, it's over. It's over, fam. Y'all done got too much in y'all emotions. See, if y'all was following my route, we would be able to quarterback this stuff and just chill and just watch it from afar. But since you were so involved with other people, that's what really messed y'all heads up. Y'all wanted to branch out to Nick Fuentes and Kanye West. Who else is y'all? Myron and Andrew Tate. It was all supposed to be about Trump and family. Other than that, y'all did too much. Y'all believe way too much, and y'all mixed y'all shit in with Christ and other gods. That's why y'all paying the piper now. If you, like I said, we solved the murder case 2 years ago, fam. We saw. I said he talking too much. He go piss somebody off, and I always smelled fish. I always smelled fish from Charlie. But this is what Charlie got people. See, the thing is, if you're a demonic person and you end up dying, your followers are going to reap what you sow. You go put your followers at risk for spreading a semi-false message, because I can't say all his shit was fraudulent, but the way they paid up and set up them donors shit might as well be fraudulent, because the people at Turning Point, they probably don't even know who the donors is. How you go to a school, you don't know who the donors is, so you know nothing about nothing. And allegedly, they did this. Okay, they did this. I don't know if you can see this or not, but they said they got over 277,000 phones. They tracked they tracked everybody that was in that damn stadium. I don't know why they tracked everybody, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna use it during voting season, because they did have the voting booth set up at State Farm Arena. They farmed a lot of souls. I told you the rapture took place at Farm State Arena. And it's almost seemed like this is another replay of Constantine. Yeah, this looked like some Constantine shit. And the Council of Nicaea. Now the thing is, if you want to go into the history of the Council of Nicaea, that's when they established Christ as the begotten Son. 400 years later, after he died. That's when they established Jesus Christ, the entity, the earth God, was a begotten son, born, begotten as in, I like to call it IVF. Yeah. And like I said, in the Christian community, they worship a beehive. They worship a beehive before the cross. And the beehive is personified as the Nehushtan, or what they call Beelzebub. So you got to be guiding, you got to believe, you got to behave. That's all from the beehive Masonic temple concept. And now you see it playing out in real time. See? So they throwing bricks. You got Black Lives Matter out there. Then you go have white people blaming it on all the black. They go group us all together, y'all. I hope y'all white folks not grouping us all together, but in the white supremacy, it don't matter. White supremacy, it don't matter. They go group your black ass in with everybody. And that's what I said. See, it ain't fun when a rabbit got the gun, because guess what? These numbers that's going on right now, it can always be pointed back at the dominant society, y'all. So we just putting all the shit. Y'all see, I talk about stuff y'all scared to talk about. That's why a lot of us will never see eye to eye anyway. So that's why they give y'all CandaceOwens and shit and Tucker Carlson. Even though they be dead on, they still gotta fucking soften your patty, soften your brain. They still gotta do that. So yeah, that's what's going on that end. Now let's pull this up, family, because there's still some. They still got to cover some more doo-doo. Even this dude. Let's pull up what he said. Let's pull up what he said right here.
Tell you why I don't think it was a crazy leftist, because there was hundreds of people there who had the same exact political views as Charlie Kirk, but they only killed one person. They
only got one person. So just think about it. They just wanted him. They didn't want to harm anybody else.
Only killed Charlie. If there was other people, like, well, you see with like a lot of deranged, like these transgender who've been going around, they kill as many people as physically possible. This guy, whoever he was, had the leverage, the vantage point to take out as many people as he could have. But no, he just took one person. It was a one and done, and that was it. And that's why I don't believe it was someone who was a radical, like just a leftist radical acting upon his own. I think this is a professional job.
Yeah.
There is a tweet out there. I'm not sure who tweeted it. I could fact check it real quick. Who's talking about the Israeli government killing Charlie Kirk because he was having some second thoughts or something like that. I think that is a possibility.
Jeffrey Epstein was not a financier. He was not a hedge fund man.
See, his nipples got hard when he started asking for that list. And I said, man, the list go come out when it come out. It ain't go because Charlie Kirk and others say it, but they kept on pushing. Trump was trying to warn them, like, hey, this got other stuff on it, but they didn't want to listen. None of them wanted to listen. Because when you just talk about political stuff, you hit a dead end. You hit a dead end because guess what? You got to address the elephant in the room. If you a public commentator and the elephant in the room, how you going to address the elephant in the room when the elephant is the one that's paying? Who is the elephant, fam? Who is the elephant in the room? Let me show you, because I know y'all stupid. Not all y'all. Who is the elephant in the room? Let me show you who the elephant in the room is. Because I don't think y'all know nothing about symbolism at this point. This the elephant in the room, family. That's the elephant right there. You got to address the elephant in the room. Who's the elephant? ISIS, Ra, and El. That's the one who controlled the Republican and the Democrat Party. That's the elephant in the room. And the Democrats, you look at the Democrat symbol, they bear the donkey. Because Jesus rode the donkey. All these symbols is religious symbols, because religious is the government. He rode the donkey because guess what? Pinned the tail on the donkey. What did they do to Christ? They pinned him to the cross. Christ is the donkey. You didn't know that? That's the white horse. Pinned the tail on the donkey, or what they call the pentagram. Okay? Y'all worshiping the pentagram in the form of Christ. The donkey. Now there's a thing called let me see. There's a thing called riding the bull in Freemasonry. This is right here. This is Jesus riding the goats. The Jew riding the goats. Are you a Mason? If you're a Christian, you're a Mason by default. I'm just breaking it down. I know it hurts. I know it hurts because your preacher ain't telling you this. Your preacher ain't syncing up the stuff you hear on this channel. Every time you tune in, you're going to hear something new. I might repeat some stuff I might have said a long time ago, but it's all going to sync up to what it is now. So I just gave you where riding the goats or riding the bull comes from. And the bull, it's the bull right here. It's the Brahma bull. So y'all worship a multitude of religions. It's the Brahma bull on Wall Street. And that's the Wall Street is the Wailing Wall. Because economics is their religious covenant. Okay? That's the bull right there. That's the Brahma bull. And let's tie this in with this. That's your devil horns right there. 34-minute decode. Broke this shit down. You ain't gonna find this. You ain't gonna find these decodes put out like this nowhere. Shouts out to the people that can do it off the top of their head. Well, I'm just telling y'all who they worship. This day religion. This day Wailing Wall. So when you be like, oh man, they going to the Wailing Wall, man, they got Wailing Walls all over the world. Because money is their religion. Okay? And guess what? Haha. Yeah, I heard Charlie Kirk was into all kind of money that didn't get paid out. See, when money is your religion, you gotta pay up. Now, let's pull this up. I thought I had this already queued up, but hold on, because let me find this. Okay. Now, this is about Erika. And look at this. You see Kanye West? He got his turning point on. So guess what? White people go start liking Kanye West again. After they done called him a nigger 50,000 times. So since he represent Charlie, he could basically you can reinvent yourself through Charlie. See, some of the Charlie fans, they already start forgiving the Democrats and shit like that. Man, it's a lot of hypocrisy. You can see the hypocrisy nowadays. And when you call it out, boy, they do not like it. They start attacking your page, trying to shut it down and all that. Yeah, we done caught these motherfuckers red-handed. And I know some of y'all people in the back listening, but I know it hurts. I know it hurts. So we gonna get into this video about Erika and her business in Romania, family. Yeah, I heard she was doing dirty business trafficking them minors in Romania. But you, mister, cried for Erika. Sorry, too late. Why you think Trump looking at her funky ass in disgust? Because I'm pretty sure she had something to do with his assassination. Okay? I'm pretty sure Charlie Kirk and ErikaKirk had something to do with Trump's assassination attempt, allegedly, because like I said, I believe they wanted his ass up out of there. How else you gonna get close? You gotta get close, and the closest thing is to blend in with the ideologies, take your donors, and you battle it behind the scenes while exercising the same talking points. But did y'all see that coming? No, but we did on this channel. Well, maybe, yeah, we did do it on this channel. We got about a few episodes on. On that, you gotta go find them in the archives. I got over 700 episodes, y'all. This is just becoming too easy at this point. We called this out along, and then we called out CandaceOwens. I said she go set herself up to be a political prisoner. So Trump looking at her ass in disgust, and seemed like every time they ask Trump about Charlie, he blows it off. Like, I think they asked him something about Charlie. He talked about some construction in the bushes somewhere. You know, it blowing him off. But like these mob bosses, they'll kill you and go to your funeral. They will kill you and go to your funeral. So y'all not seeing why the hunted is becoming the hunted. The hunter is becoming the hunted. Y'all not seeing how that's playing out. Y'all just getting a face value emotions. Now let's get into the video, because she's a do dirty. But I forgot y'all like do dirties. Y'all like do dirty, so let's play.
Why do you guys keep making me make these videos? So there's not a whole lot of information. I wonder why. But apparently Erika was married before to a Romanian dude, and her name was Erika Chelsvig. Oh, I guess I could have just read that on the screen. Anyways, I'm not trying to get canceled, so just check all this out for you.
Sure, the adoption agency, human trafficking, Romanian authorities are looking into an Israeli opposition dozens from Romania, Eastern. Working from a military domestic standpoint.
Allegedly. Just remember, I did not say none of that.
TikTok shit. But he made some interesting connections with her and her other husband. Very interesting. And she was a Trump model. See, Trump was capturing these central casting motherfuckers before they could, really establish their footing in America's soil. So yeah, Trump is basically dismantling all the white supremacist groups. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know that, right? Trump is dismantling all the white supremacist group. Y'all say, oh, BLM is a white supremacist group. And a lot of white supremacists don't like Trump. A lot of people that thought Trump was on code with white supremacy, all the way on code, because Trump, he slides his white supremacy out to feed the white supremacists in our movement. Okay, yeah, we got white supremacists in our movement. All right, let's be real. Quit faking the funk. I had somebody on my Facebook page talking about, oh, white supremacists, they're non-existent. So I pulled up the FBI documents. They still active in 2025. So I don't know what she talking about. She living in cartoon land. Shit, it's okay to be a white supremacist if that's what you want to be, but we still gonna talk about all the groups. You know what I'm saying? We don't shut our mouth because a lot of y'all sensitive and don't want to be exposed. We done exposed y'all a long time ago. So it is what it is. I don't know why people want to fake the funk like we haven't identified you already, sir. But the thing is, white supremacy was built off Christianity. And I done showed y'all all the photos. Yeah, I done showed y'all all the photos, man. We caught up over here. So Johnny come lately, come on here, try to debate. We got to go back into the archives and do all this other shit because they're not going to watch old episodes. They're not going to do that. So that's why I like doing the live debates so we don't have to go, so we could do the information live and direct. Or we could set up the debate and I could just obliterate your ass and have everything set up. So if you want to debate me, you better get me while I don't have everything set up where I got to type in to get the facts. You don't want me, you already set the hell up. So that's why I be like, man, I'm on these lives. If you want the smoke now, come get it. We debunking Charlie Kirk. Whose alarm is going off out there? Damn. I know that ain't my shit. But yeah, let's get into it. What do we had this video. Because Officer Tatum, he took a pledge of allegiance to the Zionists. Hold on, we're going to play some of his video too. And I'm going to have to speed his video up. Hold on. How do you speed this up? All right, I think we're straight. Okay.
25. The Officer Tatum YouTube channel put out a video called Receipts Expose the Real Story Behind Charlie Kirk in Israel. And the goal of this video was to call out those individuals.
He took his black ass took a pledge of allegiance to Israel, y'all. Knowing damn well he ain't got no lineage over there. He out here calling himself a Zionist, and he's definitely not going against no Candace Owens because he's best friends with Netanyahu. So he got the same deal Charlie Kirk got. So he's a piece of shit. But the thing is, the only difference between Officer Tatum and Charlie Kirk, Officer Tatum, he paying his tab. He's the cleanup man. We told y'all this year. We identified everybody years ago, y'all. So we like 100 years ahead of everybody else over here. But you go lose followers, you go lose friends, you go lose followers because people don't see and catch on till later. But those people are not gonna come back and say, "Oh, I was wrong," but no, they just go disappear in the wind. Yeah, they gonna have to find other people to latch on to, and they ain't gonna have the information right. So they just gonna be in a world of fucking confusion anyway. So ain't no saving them people. They'll probably burn in the lake of fire. Okay. Those are the knuckleheads those are the knuckleheads that's supposed to be waiting on Christ tomorrow. All right. So you got Christians, fake ass Christians going around selling their possessions as they prepare for a rapture tomorrow. This is going around because people wanted to be raptured at Charlie Kirk's memorial and it didn't happen. I know people are mad they didn't send the Christ on that day. I don't know if they wanted Charlie to bust through the sky vault, or I don't know if they wanted Christ to bust through the sky vault. But as you can see, Saint Charlie Kirk got his 13 stars too. Okay. Now they say Christ is the 13th disciple. Christ is the 13th, what they call the missing disciple. He's supposed to be in the middle of the zodiac. That's how you don't see him, because he's controlling everything. Like this dude right here, who we call Saturn. This is why Christ would be in the middle, or we will call him the mediator. All right, we call him the mediator. He's the missing 13th step. If you go into the World Trade Building, there's no 13th floor. Okay, there's no 13th floor. And we could tie that in with Freddy Krueger, because this guy Saturn carries a hook or a knife. Basically, this the dude, he controls all your dreams and shit in the Matrix. This guy Kronos right here. He's another personification of Saturn too, and he likes kids. He preys on kids and shit, like Charlie Kirk. Going to these colleges, debating kids. And the thing is, let me be honest with you, that's not really good for the colleges. A fucking dropout, a high school dropout. He was a college dropout, and he's going around to colleges telling kids that college ain't worth shit. You think them colleges about to go take a loss? Because that's all he was going to do, is have them join Turning Point, get degrees at Turning Point, and have that motherfucker operating like a damn school. That's what he was out there to recruit, y'all. He was out there to recruit, but he was doing it in a weird, unorthodox way. And that's why his ass had to go. And that's why I didn't show no damn sympathy, because I knew what the fuck he was doing. I knew the fuck he was doing. But he put on a good show for his fans, though, to be honest with you. You could trick a lot of people with 13-second reels. You could trick a lot of people with that. That's easy. That's why I don't do reels. I do whole hour episodes, whole 2, 3, 4 hours, and that'd be that. I don't do reels. If I do a reel, it'll be something chopped up from my episode that I'm doing. But in all reality, I don't create reels. 2-second. You can't think about it. You can't see. I know you're dumb, because guess what? You thought you could get your information off a 20-second reel. And you got fake Charlie Kirks walking around here with 20-second information, battling people that really know shit about 9/11 and all that. Charlie didn't even know shit about 9/11, fam. And y'all made him a martyr. Y'all going to hell. And the reason why they had to make him a martyr, because they basically made him a mockery. Because now he a sacrificial lamb for a few things. A lot of things could be implemented. A lot of laws can be passed because of this. And people don't know it because they're in the midst of confusion. So if they pass a law out of spite because Republicans want to dox people on the internet, that very well could backfire on those very same people a few weeks later. We in trouble, fam. We in trouble.
Who were trying to hijack Charlie's death with anti-Semitic conspiracies and clout-chasing lies. And in this video, he attacked 2 people directly, but he started off pretty strong.
They're taking responsibility away from the person who really did it and confessed to it. They're taking that power, or they giving him power, emboldening him, alluding what he did to talk about this.
Now, of course, so far,
I thought I had this sped up. Hold on, y'all. I thought I had this sped up more.
so good. But then we find out the first victim and who it is.
Here's a clip from this guy named Nick Fuentes. If you don't know him, good on you, because he's an idiot. He is a narcissistic idiot. Don't let this fool trick your young people, because now that Charlie's gone, he's trying to position himself to get the mind of the youth to be stupid like him.
But the thing is, Officer Tatum doing the same thing. Officer Tatum doing the exact same thing, y'all. So this is what the Groper movement and the white nationalist movement, and that's what it's becoming. Because they not about to overpower them Israelis over there. Tell you that right now. They are not about to take over no damn Israelis. They gonna control all aspects on that monopoly board. Who is the monopoly man? The Jewish man with the top hat, y'all. He control everything. He's been following everybody throughout history. How else you think Jesus Christ gonna manifest? These people been following us throughout history. And you know what? They said that Benjamin Netanyahu, you know why they say they can't, they might as well not even bother him. It'd be a waste of time. They said every time they kill him, he reincarnate. So you kill Ben, you try to kill Ben over there. They say he just spawned back in. Mm-hmm. So that's why they don't mess with Israel. There ain't nothing you could do about it. They already mastered that technology where you try to take out one leader and he just spawned back in 3 seconds later. I don't know if you heard about that story of that one government. I think they said he was a Palladian or something. I don't believe in aliens, but I do believe we got extraterrestrial beings from over the ice wall that comes over here and dictates, you know, certain agendas. So what I call energy harvesting technology. So they was basically saying that they shot him and didn't nothing happen. He just woke right back up. They said they shot him, killed him, and he woke right back up. And then they said they chopped up one guy and they couldn't kill him because the pieces start they chopped him up, but his body parts glued back together. So they couldn't kill him either. So I don't know if I'm pretty sure they've done it before, but it doesn't work. So trying to take out Israel is you wasting your fucking time with them because they know how to spawn back in. Go look at the movie Spawn. These people literally have to go to hell and be lifted back up through this, what I like to call Neuralink technology. That's what Neuralink is all about. So
The first victim is Nick Fuentes. Now, if you guys know, the Officer Tatum and Nick Fuentes and his Groper camp have never really seen eye to eye. Number one, Brandon Tatum, aka
see, that's what I said. A lot of y'all didn't catch up on this either. Y'all didn't know Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes had beef with each other. Y'all did not know that. That's why I said, if you didn't know that, why are you crying about Charlie Kirk? If you didn't know all the aspects, who he was beefing with and all that, come on, man. You're not a real Charlie Kirk fan, but you cried anyway. But you didn't really know this dude and who he was banging with. You just emotional off 3 second reels. That's all. You're just emotional off 3 second reels and how he crashed out. That was ugly. And I don't approve of that. But guess what? We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the case study. Because I'm not going to waste my time up here just following the leader. Okay? That's what y'all do. Y'all following the leader. And y'all leader go send y'all straight to hell. Because y'all leader's banking on y'all not to even think. Okay? This happened in New York, y'all. A German store owner forced to remove sign banning them small hats from entering business. Okay, the small hat said, "Take that shit down, you poor white trash." You see how they got the poor white community in a fucking headlock, and you think you trying to break out the matrix doing it this way? Hell no, it ain't gonna happen. Hell no. It's not gonna happen, sir. Because you fight with your emotions. You don't fight with your mind. You're gonna be out there setting up fucking dinner tables with a microphone in your hand, getting beat up by a damn weirdo. Yeah. You know who the weirdos are. Yeah, that crowd right there. You gonna be fighting. One of these gonna be the demise of your ass if you keep on trying to follow Kirk. Okay? Y'all out here fighting, beefing. That's who MAGA beefing with. Damn. Ain't no fucking way. I wouldn't even pay them motherfuckers no attention. Okay? I wouldn't. I would ignore your ass until you just phased out of existence. You live in your world, I live in my world, and that be that. But guess what? This political stuff puts on another layer of lies where the other side has to be agitated. So
The Officer Tatum is black, and he's married to a white woman. And Nick Fuentes and the Bribery guys have already called out him in the past.
He'd rather hate Charlie Kirk than to take something from Charlie Kirk's book and begin to establish something that's sustainable.
and that's a part of white supremacy too. Even though everybody got their right to if you're not anything other than universal, you would be considered a black or white supremacist. There's black supremacists out there too, so just don't think I'm just talking about white supremacists. But the black supremacists, they work for the white supremacists, and you can't tell who they are because they know you're stupid. That's how they get away with shit, because they know you're dumb, and you ain't gonna catch on till later. By the time you catch on, shit, you be about fucking 85 and shit. They don't give a fuck about you no more. So if you ain't catching this shit on before the age of 40, you're just setting your ways anyway. A lot of people just setting their ways. You really can't do nothing about it. So it is what it is.
These little gropers are going around, they racist.
So they call gropers. They call gropers versus white nationalism.
But the ones who got on my wife, they call her co-burner because she's a traitor to her race. You know how stupid you got to be like, white people can't marry black people.
Even when your room is 80 degrees.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in that community, man. But somebody from that's looking at from the outside gotta explain that, because everybody's inside that bubble. Everybody, you're not gonna be able to see nothing or explain that unless you're outside this dome. Unless you've been in and outside. See, people ain't been outside. See, I've been in and out and on top and shit. I done been all around this dome. So that's how I'm able to just come up on here. Really don't have nothing planned, but the thing is, we able to cruise through these shows easy. You see what's going on? We ain't got to sell out. We ain't got to do none of that. We show y'all the pictures, and you formulate your own idea. We ain't gonna force you to believe nothing over here. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here. We done hit the hour mark. If you want me to start going longer, support the show like y'all support all these other entities that be fucking lying to y'all. All right, y'all might be caught up. Y'all might be caught up. Catch up. Figure out why she forgave the shooter. She had to forgive the shooter because her and Charlie doing dirty shit. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly, but we already know what that code word means. Yeah, you fucking did it. We out of here, fam.